Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Olinik, and you're looking for how to start a donut shop business. It's an awesome question, great search. You know, my story with this, actually having family and friends who have started their own restaurant businesses, their own donut shop and dessert businesses. It's like any traditional restaurant business. You're dealing with an overhead cost that's going to be location, alright? And I'm just going to do a little review on this so you can leave this video with an understanding of what it takes to actually build the business to get the results that you want, and also just break down some experiences that I've had. But when it comes to this, okay, if you look at a Dunkin's Donuts, okay, for example, in this video, you're looking at a place where they operate under, so a restaurant space. Now, most people either buy, rent, or lease out a space, okay, and then from that point on, you're looking at equipment and supplies, ovens, sinks, electricity, water, alright, all these things and more. That's going to be your overhead cost, and that's going to be probably your biggest expense. But I'm not just talking about expense as in money, I'm talking about time-wise expense when you're managing and maintaining that on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And honestly, when it comes to this from a business perspective, okay, from a business perspective, if you're looking at this to build a business and income, to be your own boss, I would advise you, before you consider starting a donut business, alright, before you head down this path where you start your own bakery and your own storefront and you deal with supplies, equipment, employees, you deal with all that stuff, before you head down that road, if you hear me out here for a minute, I've got a lead I want to throw your way. And my story with this goes back a year ago. When I transitioned, I went from working in a business where this was, you know, the overhead, supplies, equipment, employees, sometimes paying employees more than I was getting paid, and came across a person who was building a business that had high profit margins. And how they had such high profit margins without supplies, without equipment, without employees, without chasing people down to get in their business, without any of that stuff, was building it through the internet. They're building their business on the internet, through the internet, completely on the internet, having time freedom leverage to pick up and build their business in different countries where they didn't even speak, but there's internet access. And because they're doing this, it was really attractive to me. I couldn't help but reach out to them, and you know, because they had leverage, time freedom, location freedom. And one of the things that I love to do is travel. I'm not too sure what your passion is. Maybe you can relate, where you just love to travel, you get that bug inside you and you want to go visit places. But I saw this person, and you know, because they were doing that, I started to model and copy what they're doing. I had reached out to them on social media. In less than my first month, and total of 90 days later, I was able to walk away from my traditional business, alright, put it off to the side, walk away from corporate America, and create a full-time income business working part-time. Are those average or typical results? No. I'm not promising the same results. I'm just sharing with you a little bit of insight, critical information you just got to know when it comes to being a business owner to get the results that you want. You know, you're in business to create margins as in income. And with more overhead that you have, the less margin you're going to have and the less time freedom you're going to have. And you have to know this as a business owner. I've seen a lot of people start, you know, donut businesses, bakery businesses, restaurant businesses, and because they're just getting in it for the opportunity to make money, they never really go out there and last longer than 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years. And it's because it's physically demanding and it's draining on them because they're not passionate really about it. Okay, so that's just something you got to be aware of. And I figured I'd throw this your way if you're looking to build a business on the internet because you want time, freedom, flexibility, leverage. The internet is the best way to go, what you're utilizing right now, and this is something that I've been able to tap into, like I said. And if it makes sense to you from a business perspective to increase your profit margins and decrease your overhead, where the internet can do the heavy lifting for you without having to deal with a store space, a restaurant space, supplies and equipment, and you're following me here, connect with me on my site after. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link in the description below. And whether you connect with me or not, I hope you found value out of this video review. And if you'd like to learn more information about how to, you know, step-by-step build a donut shop business, you can comment down below, and I'll actually introduce you to a good friend of mine who's still running his business. And hope you liked it. All right, take care. Have an awesome one.